So what is an XML error versus a special processing instruction? You should have received by now a link to the XML proofing bug review PDF. And if you haven't, that is listed on the VIP portal. In that PDF, you will find guidelines on how to proofread the XML. Starting on page 2, you will find a list of FAQs that the content digitization team has compiled based on questions we've received from folks like you. So a few examples of what is a bug are included here. The first one here on the left is number 11. Why are sidebar labels different colors? This is a common question that we get primarily from new folks or just folks that don't see a lot of different sidebar features in their titles. And the reason that labels can be different colors is determined upon what type of content is found within the feature. So the color of the sidebar label is determined by the type of content. For example, if it contains narrative content, the label will be orange. Whereas if the sidebar contains interactive comment, as seen in the second feature here, then the label will be blue. So there is really no need to log a ticket or a bug because these two labels are different. Certainly, if you have a question about something, you can always reach out to your CDPM and ask them about those bugs or those issues before you log a ticket. But there are a large list of examples where you may not need to actually log tickets for them. Number 15 here is also another common one that happens. Why don't crosslinks go to the correct section? So certainly, if there is a hyperlink and it goes to the incorrect location, you should log that as an XML error and log a bug for that. However, crosslinks for SimPub titles are not required until final XML submission. So if you see a text that says procedure 14-2 or see chapter 16, and those are not hyperlinked, that is simply because that will be done upon final submission from the production vendor. Number 30 here happens on and off quite a bit. Why can't I see the images? You need to make sure that you're logged onto the VPN network because images will only display if you are connected to the Cengage Learning Network. So sometimes our vendors will get this and they're not logged on, and we'll have to share with them to make sure that they're logged onto the VPN network. Additionally, some folks who have new accounts to the MindTap environment may not have the correct permissions associated with their account, so they may need that checked as well. If you are not seeing any of your images, try that first. If you are still having issues, certainly go ahead and report that as perhaps a global issue, and your CDPM will certainly triage that ticket and see if they are able to see images or not. Alternatively, if only a single image is missing, that's definitely a bug because likely there's a problem with that particular file. Another example of questions that have come up is number 29 here. Can the words chapter introduction and chapter review be removed or changed? The answer is yes. And we ask that you make this request at the start of the process. So certainly at the preview stage or even before we get to that point, if you know that your book does not follow the true chapter form, if it's in units and parts, then certainly we want to make the adjustment here where it says chapter 16 to say unit 16, and that can also be changed. So we can certainly change the chapter introduction listed in the learning path here into unit. This, again, would be listed as a special processing instruction request, and it would be applied to all parts of the title.